Today we will analyze the challenge of the European Union and its countries in relation to an attitude open to the world, committed to democracy and the rule of law and social justice. Based on the mistakes the European Union has had lately, in my opinion, these are the following reasons. The European Union has reached an agreement with Boris Johnson where he leaves it in the future as a competitor and also Donald Trump's ally. This is to say, we can see in this agreement the nationalism and the free market of Boris Johnson and Donald Trump against global democracy, putting in danger the European Economic Corporation. This is what has been developed based on the British decision that has been made in relation to the attacks of Turkey to the areas controlled by the Kurds in Syria. There has not been any sanctions with the Turkish country. The promises made by European leaders to the people of the Balkans with regards to the points mentioned before, the European Union has given an answer to these problems with a vision of security but not of humanitarian law, since immigration has been treated in this way. Based on the above, we can say that the European Union and its democracies are facing the nationalism and authoritarianism of Putin and the decisions of Donald Trump. In other words, here we see nationalism versus the global system that the European Union intends. The authoritarianism have had a winning vision in international diplomacy with ideologies of race and nation. The authoritarianism against a multilateral system can say empires against institutions. According to Timothy Snyder, who happens to be a Yale historian, mentions that states that make up the European Union were empires before, and that is why they look for multilateralism. So that is the reality, but it also faces the nationalisms we were already talking about and the new policies that are emerging in their countries. In relation to what has been stated, in my opinion, in order for the European Union to move forward, it must continue to consolidate and convince its member states and their leaders that there should be, instead of more conviction, must be more responsibility for their actions.